Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program where we are building a mall. A nice, simple location where everything we could possibly need is laid out for us in a clean row. It's proving much more time consuming than I initially anticipated, but that's okay. Once it's set up, it'll save us lots of time over the playthrough, right? Right? That's how this works? I think so. So we were working on buildings over here. Let's take a look at what's next. We've got some Tesla towers, some wireless power towers, and some wind turbines under production. We've retrieved some Mark I conveyor belts. I remember thinking, okay, we could use splitters. Traffic monitors, I haven't found a use for yet. Building a flow meter on a conveyor belt monitors the real-time flow rate at a corresponding location on the belt. Criteria can be specified to trigger an alarm. If all raw materials within this recipe are sprayed with proliferators, you gain extra output or producing... Okay, we already kind of knew that. I don't see a use for traffic monitors right now. I feel like for a mega factory that might be helpful just to tell me when things are going wrong, but I haven't built one of those yet. Spray coaters we don't need. Depots we could use. Now, we do have a Depot Mark II, which we have unlock the recipe for, but again, so far Depot Mark I is sort of serving my needs just fine. I don't see a need to mass produce that. Same with storage tanks. So really the only thing we could theoretically have a need for here is splitters, and I feel like a boutique production chain is fine there. So let's go ahead and set that up. This is going to take iron ingots, gears, and circuit boards. Okay. Let's place down the depot. And then we'll place down the assembler. That looks fine. We'll need another depot for materials. Like that. And then we'll do our sorters. Okay, so this is going to need to make splitters, iron gears, and circuit boards. So iron ingots, gears, and circuit boards. Okay, that looks good. Let's get that filled in and then we'll set up the Tesla tower. So the recipe ratio is 3-2-1. I can't imagine we'll need more than 100 of these. So let's get 1, 2, 3 iron. We'll go ahead and get 1, 2 gears. Now, hold on. We want 1 and 100. There we go. And then we need 100 circuit boards. So let's take half of one of these. Okay. Dump those in here. 1, 2, 300 iron. 200 gears. I made a mistake, but that's okay. 100 circuit boards. And a Tesla tower to power it all up. Now, that's going to go in the middle and back by 1. There we go. And that should start producing splitters for us. Very nice. Okay. If we sort this, now we've got too many gears. We don't really need those. I guess it's okay to have some extra for now. What would be next that would go in this production chain? Next up would be sorters Mark II. We have the Mark III available, but we don't have the production chain to build it yet. So this one is another one where we have an automated chain elsewhere. And so we're just going to stick a depot down like so. And then we'll go get some and fill this up from wherever they actually are. Okay. So where are sorter Mark IIs right now? I think they're over here. Yeah, here we go. Let's just take the entire output here. That's fine. Okay. Now, because of the... You can actually see it narrowing here. It's because we're going down the latitude instead of across the longitude. So as we go down, the grid narrows to account for the curvature as we get down towards the pole. So I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. I think we do want to go across longitude when we build to keep things at the same spacing. But we didn't do that, so we'll just have to live with it. What's next in terms of buildings? Mining machines we could use. No, I don't know about water pumps, oil extractors, oil refineries. These are things that we're very rarely going to need, so we can build them on demand. Same with the fractionator and the chemical plant. But mining machines, I feel like it's worthwhile to have a small production chain here. So let's go ahead and throw down the depot for that. Oh, I forgot that I dumped everything. Let's go get everything back. Okay. And we'll place down a depot here. Like so. Looks good. We'll place down a assembler, a Mark 1 assembler. And then another depot. Like so. Now, what is the recipe for this? Let's see. 4 mining machines. We have 4 things that we need. Ooh, interesting. 4 things that we need. So, with that in mind, we're actually going to need 4 connectors from this depot. But that's okay. We can still make this work. We'll go ahead and grab the recipe for mining machines. We'll place an output sorter. 3 input sorters. And actually, now that I think about it, I've been making 1 sorter for each type. I think we do need to do that to keep the flow... Well, no. It should demand what it needs. I guess we can test that here. So let's take a look at this recipe. Excuse me. It's going to take 3 seconds. So it's going to do... It would do 20 recipes, but it operates at 0.75 efficiency. So what's 0.75? It'll do 15 per minute, which means if we have 1 sorter that gives whatever it needs on demand, it would need, we would need 15 times 4 is 60 plus 90 plus another 60. We need to deliver 150 items per minute. So maybe we don't actually need to set the filter. So 150 items per minute. This could do 90. So we should be able to do it with just 2 sorters. Let's see if this works. I don't actually know if it will. But let's say we don't put filters on these. We just let it kind of demand whatever it needs. Will it accurately pull in the things that it needs? So we need... let's look at the recipe. We need 400 iron ingots and then 200 each of gears, electromagnets, and circuit boards. Okay, let's see if we can make that happen. So we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of the iron ingots. We'll grab 2 magnetic coils. I keep calling them electromagnets, but they're not. They're magnetic coils. We need 200 of those. Okay. We need 200 gears and 200 circuit boards. Okay. So if we just dump all this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 magnetic coils, gears. Oh, I don't have enough gears. Hold on. I put in the wrong stack. Okay. That should be enough for the recipe to function. Let's see if this works. I don't actually know if it will. Let's plop this down and see. Yeah, it's pulling in exactly what it needs and creating the mining machines. So that's fine. We actually don't need all these individual sorters over here. The nice thing is it lets me see what the recipe is to refill it, but for this one, I'll just have to check. All right, next up, we've built miners. We said we're not going to build any of this. Arc smelters, we could probably... It could be good to have the ability to grab a handful of those out. Not matrix labs. Maybe turrets. Yeah, maybe just being able to, like, grab a handful of those out. And then maybe battlefield analysis base as well? Maybe not. That's going to be pretty rare. But arc smelters we can definitely do. This is another recipe with 4 ingredients. All right, let's build a depot for arc smelters. Let's see, that's going to go there and another one there. Then an assembler in the middle. Looks good. We will set the recipe to arc smelters. Let's get our sorters done. Okay. And then this requires, what's the recipe? 4 iron ingots, 2 bricks, 4 circuit boards, 2 magnetic coils. All right, so 4 iron ingots and 4 circuit boards. Let's take care of that. Let's sort everything out here. Okay. So we need 400 of these. And then we need 400 iron ingots. Okay, we're already running low on iron ingots up here in the mall, but we can refill those fairly easily. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of the recipe is 200 bricks, 200 magnetic coils. All right. So 200 magnetic coils. And we're out of bricks. Okay. Let's go fill up on bricks. Where am I making bricks? I think those are all getting sucked in somewhere else right now. I can't remember. Yeah, they're all getting popped into foundations. But it looks like I ran out of steel here, so let's just take as much of this as we can get.
Flight mode.
Come over here. Okay. So it was... Oh, I need to fill up the brick depot. And then take 100... Nope. Take 100 for me. And then 200 for the recipe. Did I get that right? Recipe requires 200 brick, 200 magnetic coil. Okay. 200 brick, 200 magnetic coil. That should be everything we need. Let's power it up. Okay. Looking good. That is going to produce some arc smelters for us. What's next on the building list? Assembling machines Mark 1. I feel like assembling machine Mark 2 is so important that we're going to need a production chain for it, but we'll want to come back and fill it in here. We can't actually make graphene yet, so we can't even make one of these. But what I can do is pop down a depot here to hold them later. And then, as a temporary measure to remind myself what this is, I'll throw down a single piece of belt, and then we'll throw a sorter on here and filter the sorter so we can remember that this is meant to be for assembling machine Mark 2. Okay, moving along. I don't think we make matrix labs. I think it could be handy to be able to make these turrets. And we're not researching anything right now, are we? I think there's other turrets we could be researching as well that we haven't tried yet. Let's take a look at our tech tree and figure out what do we want that we can get. So I guess I'll go down this 4th line here and take a look. What do we have? Distribution logistics systems. I think we definitely want this one. This is planetary logistics, right? Cargo distribution between depots or between depot and Icarus on a planet. Yeah, I think this is going to obviate a lot of our refilling of this mall, because we can just go to our production chain for the ones that we have and set up one of these near the end to pull it over and take it over to our mall. So we definitely want that. Titanium smelting. We don't have a source of titanium yet. I mean, I guess we do over on Alwaid 1. But we don't have that set up yet, so we'll hold off on that. Energy storage. Accumulators. I definitely want accumulators because I want to get into solar power production, but during the times when the sun is not shining, we want to be filling these up when the sun is out and then drawing from them later. We can't get this until we have super magnetic field generator, so we'll skip that for now. Photon frequency conversion? What is this? The photon combiner. The prism surface is cut into nanogratings and then released. Yeah, this is used in some later stuff. I don't know that we need that right now. What else do we have here? X-ray cracking. This unlocks a recipe which will let us more efficiently create graphite and hydrogen, which we need for red cubes. And we can kind of get rid of our wasteful, our weird setup for... So we could redo our whole red cube production chain with this. Let's get this set up, definitely. This is a prereq we saw, and I think this supermagnetic ring we've seen in some other things as well. So the supermagnetic ring is a device to generate supermagnetic fields. The resulting super strong magnetic fields can work at the atomic scale directly and cause distortions in the material lattice, creating high-performance materials and devices. Seems like it's a prereq. Let's get it in queued. Why not? Signal tower. What is this? A tactical defensive facility that periodically sends out signals at a specific frequency to induce dark fog, change the direction of an attack, and increase the unit assembling speed. Signal towers can form a data chain with missile turrets for information sharing, thus expanding the attack range of missile turrets. So I guess this is a way to... So we've seen with the battlefield analysis base or whatever, that it can somehow collect pieces of dead dark fog. And I'm not sure what that's used for, but this seems to be a way to like induce and shape or direct the dark fog. I don't think we need that yet. Implosion cannon here. This is another turret, I believe. After hitting a target, a 280mm shell can cause a wide-ranging explosive blast and inflict explosive damage to units and facilities in the vicinity. Additionally, due to its design characteristics, implosion cannon can't be used to attack close targets. So it's another type of turret which uses a shell set. Let's get that in queued. We have a jammer tower here. It can interfere with nearby enemy units periodically, decreasing their movement speed and rate of fire. Each interference consumes EM capsule once. And then the EM capsule, jamming capsule that goes with it. So like, you're getting into a little bit of a tower defense where like, in addition to different types of turrets, you have like slowing fields and stuff. I'm not sure I need that, but the precision drone definitely seems cool. But that requires photon frequency conversion. All right, let's take a look at upgrades. Maybe we'll get a few of these queued. What do we have here? The mecha core we can't do. Inventory capacity we can't do. This all needs yellow cubes. Yeah, everything here requires yellow cubes, which we unlocked last episode but have yet to build. That's a ways ahead of us. Now down here, we haven't done a lot of this. Let's take a look at this. That's yellow cubes. Vertical construction? I mean, sure, we can throw that on the list. Pile sorter we can't do. What is this? Distribution range. Plus 20 degrees of distribution coverage. Increases the distribution range of a logistics distributor. Well, we're getting into that, so let's unlock that. What else do we have? Vein utilization. We can't do anything here. Research speed, we can't do anything. EM weapon strength, we haven't unlocked. Ground squadron expansion, we don't really need. Space fleet, we don't need. Okay, so a lot of this stuff now is waiting on us to get yellow gear going. What was I talking about? I was talking about, yeah, we didn't have any research going. So, all right. I don't think we're gonna unlock any other turrets right now. So let's build some chains and depots for Gauss turrets and missile turrets. Those could come in handy. I don't think we need to build a chain for battlefield analysis base. So this will kind of round out our building side for now. All right, let's do that. So Gauss turret goes here. Missile turret goes there. And then we're going to need sources for the manufacturing. We're going to need 2 manufacturers. Okay. You are going to make Gauss turrets. Okay, we unlocked the logistics list. Yeah. You've unlocked it. Well, we have a full tutorial, so let me read the full tutorial here. Icarus can conveniently collect items using the logistics distributor. Install the logistics distributor on top of a depot and deploy logistics bots, and now it will distribute items to Icarus or other logistics distributions on this planet. To enable the Distribute to Icarus feature, configure the logistics distributor, open the logistics distributor, configure items for distribution such as iron ingots, then check the Distribute to Icarus option, check by default. Deploy logistics bots and confirm that iron ingots are stored in the depot. You can also press E to open the inventory, click the logistics list on the left and select iron ingot. Slide the left part of the slider to specify the minimum demand. If the number of iron ingots in the inventory is lower than the minimum, the logistics distributor will automatically dispatch the logistics bot to replenish. So we could actually send them directly to the Icarus bot. That's kind of interesting. Slide the right part of the slider to specify the max demand. If the number of iron ingots in the inventory is higher than the maximum, the logistics distributor will collect the surplus. The logistics distributor can only distribute items to or collect items from Icarus. Just switch the distribution mode to Distribute to Icarus or Collect from Icarus. If Collect All Types is checked, all items that require collecting from Icarus will be collected by the logistics distributor, who will also stop distributing items to other logistics distributors. They can also distribute items to each other. Distribute to other distributors. Must be checked for both logistics distributors and their filter set to the same item. Then switch logistics distributor A to distribute to other distributors, and logistics distributor B to request from other distributors. A will then automatically distribute items to B and vice versa. If the filter is not correctly configured, click Guess Filter to automatically set one up. Okay. The guest filter will check the items in the depot first. If there's only one type of item in the depot, the guest filter will set the filter for this item. If there are no items, the guest filter will check the incoming items. For example, the depot is connected to 3 sorters. Okay. It's getting into a lot of details here. When they can't be stored, they'll be temporarily stored in the logistics distributor. Excess items will be transferred. Okay. That's a lot of text, but we get the basics of it, right? I think so. All right, so you're making Gauss turrets. Okay, and you're making missile turrets, right? Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and get sorters set up. Okay, so I think 100 is fine, right? So you're going to need 800 iron ingots and 800 gears. Let's get that taken care of.
Flight mode.
We're running pretty low here on iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we'll get the 800 gears. These are in stacks of 200, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. All right, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Now the rest of your recipe is what? 400 magnetic coils and 200 circuit boards. Okay. We mastered X-ray cracking. Great. We need 400 magnetic coils. 2, 4. And then we need 200 circuit boards. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. So now we'll power you on. You'll start making turrets. Looks good. As for you, what do you need? You need 800 steel, 1,200 circuit boards, and then other things that we don't have yet. Okay. So we'll have to finish that one in a minute. We are going to need, surprise, surprise, more ingredients here to produce more of these circuit boards. So you need... Yeah, you need a full thing of like 2-to-1 iron to copper, right? Yeah, 2-to-1 iron to copper. Okay. Let's go get more iron. Okay. That's good for you. And then let's go get some more copper as well. What do we have over here? Should have quite a bit. Nice. Okay. I don't know if we've used that much copper. No, we haven't. Okay. Okay. Let's put some of this back. Okay, looks good. Let's get more circuit boards under production, because we're going to need them. There we go. Okay. Now, what was the amount here? 1,200. To make 100 missile turrets, we need 1,200 of these. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have just enough. Okay. Let's dump those off. There's 1,200 of those. And then we're going to need, what? 800 steel? All right. How are we for steel here at the depot? Where did we put that? Do we not have steel here? Oh, we don't. Okay. Well, let's take care of that. Yeah. Let's get a depot going for steel. Let's see. I don't know how many more of these we need. But let's just put a bunch down. We can always collect them later. Okay. Let's go get some steel.
Flight mode.
It should be, yeah, over here. Here we go. I don't know how much will have been produced since we were last here. Oh, it's full. Very nice. Okay. That's good. And it should be fine to keep producing more, right? Yeah, you're producing steel. Excellent. Okay.
Flight mode.
Now, I do remember we wanted some steel over here making... Oh my god, what is the word I'm looking for? Foundation? I can't remember where we set up our little foundation thing. Over here, right? Yeah, okay. So we definitely need some steel over here. I guess that's fine. That'll make a bunch. That is what's needed, right? Yeah, that's the steel. Okay. It's now making foundation for us. Good. Okay, that's what I wanted.
Flight mode.
And then our missile turret chain needs, I think we said 800. Is that right? Yeah, 800 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Put the extra over here for now. Now, what else do we need here? We need 600 engines and 600 electric motors. Okay. I don't think we have depots for those yet, do we? No. All right. So let's see if we can find some of those. I know we have one of those in production somewhere. I think we have the electric motor in production somewhere, but I don't remember where. Oh boy. This could take me a minute to find it. I don't remember where we put it up. Electric motor. Where were you? Were you near... You must have been near copper, I guess? Here it is. It's over here. Okay. So we have a bunch of electric motors It is still in production. It's just very slow. Oh, we're low on power? Oh yeah, we are. Because we've removed a bunch of full depots, so a bunch of machines are back in action. All right.
Light
I'll
mode.
have to deal with that. Okay, how many electric motors do you need? You need 600 electric motors, okay? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. There may have been like 1 or 2 extra that got snuck in there, but that's okay. No, there shouldn't actually, because it's not powered, right? No, we got 6 extra stuck in there. All right. Let's dump the rest of these electric motors. And then engines we don't have a production chain for, so we're going to build one right here.
Light mode.
We might need to build a bigger chain elsewhere later if it's like if it's an important component. But for now, we'll just build a boutique one. I do remember needing to build quite a lot of them for like drones. So we might make a fairly large number of them here.
Light mode.
Okay, so I need foundation, first of all. Good thing we got that kicking right. Let's go pick some of that up. There we go. Very nice. All right. Let's make sure that we can build here. Looks good. Okay, so production chain is assembler.
Materials.
I'm out of assemblers. I'm out of iron again. Yikes.
Light mode.
Okay, there's 300 and change. And what am I making? Assemblers? Did I build assemblers somewhere? I did not, right? I decided not to. I decided not to build assemblers. Was that the right decision? I guess. It doesn't take that long to make them. And yeah, we're gonna get assembling machine Mark II automation set up eventually. Let's just get 10 of these going so we have them. That's gonna be sufficient. Let's get it set up. So assembler for making engines.
Replication.
You are going to make... Where's engines? Where is engine? Hold on. This guy, engine. Yeah. So this takes copper and magnetic coils. It's actually not that complicated of a recipe. Okay. Let's get a depot set up. Okay, we'll do our sorters. For this one, okay, so I know we don't need to, but I actually will, since it's a cheap recipe with only 2 ingredients. I will set up 2 sorters so I can see the recipe from on high. So it's magnetic coils and copper. Okay, so you're going to be magnetic coils. You're going to be copper ingots, rather. Okay. And then the ratio is 2 ingots to 1 coil. There's super magnetic field, whatever. Okay. Let's go snag some coils and copper. Again, I think we're going to need quite a few of these, so I'm going to actually load this up quite a bit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1,200 copper ingots. and 600 magnetic coils. That should make 600 engines for me over here over time. Which is a lot, but I think we're going to need them. Let's get this powered up and started. This is 2 back in the middle. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how this turns out. I don't know if you guys noticed, I went and refactored these two to move them back a little bit so that everything matched and mapped correctly. Okay, so you're gonna produce the engines, which we need over here to make our missile turrets. And we don't have. How many are we gonna need? We're gonna need 600 engines. So we're gonna need the full output of this, and then we're gonna need more on top of that at some point. So let's go get some more now. Yeah, let's go get more now. So we need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to need 600 of these. Okay. And then we'll go dump that in the hopper here. So it's going to take it a long time to make all of those. It's making, yeah, it's underpowered. And it only makes, I think, at max 15 per minute, so it's going to take forever to make those. And we don't have enough room for all the stuff we want. Okay, well. It's fine for now. Okay, so we're not producing this until this gets quite a lot done. What else do we want here? In terms of buildings, I think we're done for now. So we have items that we're not producing, though. Let's see. We don't have energetic graphite over here, and we might want some. Proliferator. We could do ammo production. We will need that to match up with the turrets. We don't have a way to make crystal silicon yet, or diamond, or graphene, or any of this stuff. We could set up... Let's see. We're getting close to the end of the episode, and I'm still not done setting this all up. I guess we need ammo production. So let's do that. All right. So we'll set up. Do we need ammo production? No, we have one type of ammo in production somewhere. The Gauss bullets, I believe. Yeah. The Gauss bullets we already have. So we can take all these. And we can come over here and dump these in here. That's fine. And then for missile sets, I don't think we have production set up, but we can get into that later. Let's put all of those over there and then take 100 for ourselves. I guess we'll just like, let's fill this up, and then we probably don't even need any more in our inventory because we burn through it so slowly. I think that's fine. Missile sets, I'm pretty sure we're going to need a production chain, so let's do that. Let's see, so we'll set up the assembler, we'll set up the depot behind it. Let's do sorters to connect everything up. You're going to be making missile sets, which requires copper. Oh, yikes. It's another serious recipe. All right, 600 copper. 300 circuit boards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 copper. That's 300 circuit boards. I don't think that did what I thought it did. There we go. 300. Okay. We probably need at least 2 of these here. So this is 600 copper, 300 circuit boards. Yep. And then we're going to need more engines. Yeah, so we actually do need quite a crap ton of engines. We might want to set up a longer chain here. I wonder if that's not the thing to do. A more efficient chain, like a longer chain to produce them, to produce more of them more quickly. I mean, we're going to leave for a long time and come back, but look how few it's done already. It's really slow. You know what? I think this merits it, actually. I think this merits it. It's an exception here. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more engines than we actually have here. Well, we're gonna need them faster anyway. I can't sit around and wait for 2 hours for this to finish producing. So let's reconsider here. Let's stretch this back a little bit. We can move the depot back. How do we want to do this? I think we want belt lines running down here, so we want like maybe four assemblers. All right, let's do this. Let's put a temporary depot here to contain all the stuff we have in this. All right, so we're gonna grab as much of this as we can and stick it over here. Okay. Then let's delete this. Let's add a bunch more assemblers, and then we're gonna need a different output. So we actually need to move this back as well. All right, assembling machines. You guys are actually going to be kind of in a weird, funky... You're going to be off-center here. Is that what I want for the belt to connect? No, I want it one closer, I think. Let's see what this looks like. Does this work? If I build something, let's say from here to there, can I connect things? So your output goes there, and then your output goes there. That works. This can do 60 times 3, 180 per second. Now, how many do these actually produce if they're at full power for engines? They're going to be producing 15. So for 90 of them, we would need 6, right? 2 for 30. We need 6.
When building facilities such as matrix labs, depots, and storage tanks, you can try to build them upwards, making more efficient use of space.
Okay. 2 more. Okay, so there's 6. We'll copy the recipe with the comma key, paste it with the period. Okay. So now we got to get all these ingredients in, which means we need 2 more belts. And which one's the slower one? The magnetic coil. So we need a line for copper that's close. This is the output line. So let's go like this. And then we need an input line as well, which can come from like right here. So input line number 1. let's see. Input line number 1 has to go like this. So copper goes on this line, and magnetic coils go on that line, right? Yeah. So we need copper from here. So let's do it like this. Nope, that's wrong. Copper goes like this. And then magnetic coils go like this. Right? And then we place a depot here. Okay. So then we say copper. So we need, this is going to do 90 per second, which means we need 180 copper per second. So one of these should be sufficient. It should be able to deliver 90 copper per second to the belt. Yeah, 3 trips per second. Okay. So you're going to do copper ingots, and then we have a second one over here that goes to that one, and you're going to do the magnetic coils. Okay. So then we just need, let's go like to the middle for copper. And then from the outside to the right for magnetic coils. We've already done output. Nope, we need to do outputs as well. Okay. So if we power this up and fill this with what we need, we should get a very fast production. We should get 90 engines per minute into this. That's the goal anyway. We're gonna need, now remind me which is bigger. Yeah, the Tesla tower is bigger. We're gonna need some special assistance here. What are you making? You don't have everything you need yet. Okay. We're going to need some additional Tesla towers in unusual positions here. Is that going to cover both of those? It will. Okay. And then we need another one. Looks like... How far away is that? That's 1 square plus 2. So something like this. I don't know, that looks right. Another one like here. That looks good. Okay. So now we grab all this, dump it in here. Okay, how many is that? That's 22, and then a little bit more than 1,000. So that's roughly correct. 1,100 to 2,200, something like that. And it looks like they are all producing as intended. So there we go. There's a big, fat boutique production chain for engines. That's going to help us out because we need tons of these. And look, now we're producing 90 per minute instead of like 3 per minute. We do have power problems at the moment. It looks like everything else actually kind of wound down, and now we're back to being sufficient. So we've run a little bit long here. I'm still not done with the depot, but we're closing in on being finished for the foreseeable future. We've got a very nice mall here with a lot of the materials that we want. Once we get into the planetary logistics things, this is going to be even easier to maintain because we'll be able to fill up a lot of these things that we don't have little mini chains here for from the big chains, and the things that we don't have any chain for, like the Mark II assembler here that we want to build. Once we set those up, we can just shuttle them over here directly. So I'm really happy with how things are going. It's obviously taking quite a lot of time, 2 full episodes, and it looks like we'll be still working on this next time. But I'm very happy with how it's played out. It's going to be so easy to get everything I need here. And, I mean, ultimately the game is about playing it the way you want to, right? I mean, I guess the game is about building a Dyson sphere, but for my needs, having something like this is just way too invaluable for me not struggling around and running and wondering, where the hell is that? I can't remember where I put it. I feel like this is going to be good for my mental equilibrium as we move forward into the higher tiers of technology and automation in this game. That is going to be it for this time, however. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, or hit me up in the Discord to chat about this or any of my other series, including ones that I played over a year ago. People are still leaving me comments on my my Astroneer playthrough. Love to get those. Take care, guys. We'll see you then.
Upgrade